Hey there, and welcome to the Bold Badass Business Show, where we bring you badasses from all over the globe. And I am happy to have in the house again for an encore visit, Dr. Barrett Matthews, who has Media Boss Pro. He is a media pro and helps people get their word out about their business. He's also a world traveler. And it's Dr. Barrett who introduced me to an incredible travel club, you all. So we are not taking your excuses for not traveling, are we, Dr. Barrett?
No, we are not. Don't make none, don't take none.
Don't make them, and we were not taking them. So I just want to welcome you to the show, Dr. Barrett. So glad you're here. And I really look forward to our topic. Stop saying you can't take a vacation. Here's how we each took 5 this year. So Barrett, how about you tell us real quickly, how did Travel Club come into your life?
Our friend and also a guest on your show, Mr. Chris Bailey. I've known Chris for 30 years. We used to party together back when we were in our 20s when we could party. And I've always, we lost touch over years, but Chris has always been in various businesses. And I never asked him about his businesses, but I followed him. I knew he was always successful. I just knew he was always successful. So then he posted something a while ago about over a year ago about taking a trip to Vegas for like $19 or something. I'm like, I said, Chris, let's talk. Now, what's funny though, Barnsley, is that over the years, he has reached out to me to get involved in another travel business he was in, but I never had time to talk to him. I never made time to talk to him. I was just doing different things. This one just made me say, you know what? Because I guess the timing was right. I said, Chris, what's up with this travel thing? I have time to talk about it. And he shared his link with me. And I was like, okay, what do I need to do? After I saw it, I was like, what do I need to do? I'm ready. Because it was a no-brainer.
Same day, right?
Well, it wasn't the exact same day, but yeah, I did say what I need to do because I was like, I wanted to do it. So
yeah. And it's such an amazing club because the stuff we get, like, good Lord, Barrett, I stayed in the Pyramid Hotel. I stayed in the Pyramid Hotel, and guess how much I spent?
How much?
$19, just like you're saying. $19.
Wow.
And had the especially renovated deluxe, newly renovated room.
Yeah.
In one of the towers. It was gorgeous. It was absolutely a gorgeous room with marble everything. And, And who would have thought, if I'd gone on, can I say the E word, Expedia, or gone on Kayak, the K word, Kayak, I would never have been able to get that kind of deal. No way. I heard, and tell me if this is right, Dr. Barrett, I heard that Expedia makes $47 million a day.
Something like that. Between 30, 35 and 40, I think between 37 and 40 something million a day.
Yeah, a day.
And Booking.com makes about 65 million a day.
Whoa, Booking.com's even more popular. Wow. So I want y'all to listen to this. Okay. So you think that Expedia and Booking.com are giving you wholesale rates? No. Just listen to that. They're making money between 37 and 47 million a day for Expedia and about 65 million a day on Booking.com. They're making off of us. Yeah. And I want you to really think about that. That means what? Your travel is marked up hugely. Yeah. So Barrett, let's
below what the hotel would charge you, so to make you think you're getting a deal.
Yeah, for sure, right? They make it just a little below the retail, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times they charge you extra when you want like an extra bed or something else. They charge you extra. They sock it to you every moment that they can. Or you can only get one certain type of a bed, which is crazy. Exactly. So let's get into some of these adventures. But first of all, what are the biggest excuses that you hear people? Let's just get right into it. What are the excuses you hear people say about why
the biggest two are money and time.
Yep.
I can't afford to travel, or I don't have time to travel.
Yep.
And those are the main two I hear. What about you? Do you hear any different ones?
Oh, Lord. I hear stuff. Okay, now this is me, the dog lover with the 3 dogs and 2 cats. But I hear people like, well, I could never leave all my animals. Who would take care of them?
Yeah, that's another one. Or I hear I heard a family member say, well, yeah, but most vacations you can't take your kids, stuff like that. So
What?
yeah, I hear all these different things.
I have to paint my nails. Literally, I'll never forget somebody who was going to take a training with me, Barrett. I just have to tell this. And the reason that she said she couldn't take it is because she had to lay by the pool and get a tan. And I said, well, I don't care what you need to do, but I'm going to be staying on the phone with you until you get you get in my training, because you need to be there. And she did, and her life changed. Well, what's the moral of the story, you all? These are excuses. These are just excuses that your mind makes up, And I see it in small business owners. I'm sure you do too, Barrett, where they say, I can't get away for 3 or 4 days. I can't even get away for 2 days, because I have to keep running the business. But that's a fallacy.
That is fallacy, because the bottom line is that if you're a business owner, you can do what you want to do.
Exactly.
And to be honest with you, in this day and age, the way technology is, you can get away. You can get
away and do your work from wherever.
You can work from wherever. And if it's kind of like Robert Kiyosaki talked about in the cash flow quadrant. If the business requires you to have to do that every day, then you're not a business owner.
You're an employee, basically.
You're an employee, right? And I remember reading something that said a dentist, there's a difference between a dentist and a dental practice. A dentist has his hand in someone's mouth every day. When he takes his hand out of the mouth, he's not making money. If you have a dental practice, you have other people who can put their hand in the mouth while you're doing something else.
Yeah, difference between being a CEO and being like the manager and fulfillment, the operations manager. Very true. But Barrett, I don't even have a laptop. I work from my phone. I have the iPhone 16 Pro. It's great. And I just work from my phone when I'm away. That's what I do. No problem. Been on cruises doing this. Oh, wait, I've had 7 vacations this year. Whoops, I just remembered another one. It's not just 5, it's 7. So I work from here, and you all, just take the laptop or take a tablet. It's just an excuse. It's just an excuse.
It is.
So what are some of the other excuses you hear from people for not joining travel club?
That's different. You said before,
that's a little different.
For that, I don't like memberships, which is a lie.
Because they have a Netflix and Amazon.
Right, exactly. Costco, Sam's Club,
gym membership. Probably membership of a fraternity or a sorority. What the heck?
Well, one of my favorite ones was a friend of mine I've known for a long time. She said, well, I don't have time. I said, time for what? Well, to do all the work that you have. I said, what work? And she said, well, don't you have to reach like a quota or something? I said, no. She said, oh. I said, yeah, you haven't seen anything, but you're already assuming that you know what we're doing. So that
yeah, like I can't take another thing on my plate,
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
The excuse that drives me nuts, and that's not just with anything in life, is when I hear people say, well, I have a lot going on.
I think I used that one at first, Dr. Barrett.
And because when they say that, I say, well, welcome to adulthood.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to life.
Name an adult that doesn't have a lot going on. That's not an excuse for you not to do things. Now, I don't hear this one, but I know people use it, and that's I have kids, so I can't do it. And I tell people all the time, please don't use your kids as the excuse as to why you're not doing something. Use your kids as the reason why you should.
Exactly, because they need to see you going off and enjoying yourself. And I told my daughter,
making your life better, being happy. They need to see that.
Exactly. When I was in Sedona, I called my daughter, Barrett, and I said, I love this place. I said, the only reason I'm coming back is because of you and Alaya. That's my granddaughter. I'm serious. And she started laughing, and I said, but I'm serious. I love it out here. I could be out here. And you know what? She's brought that up several times, Barrett. She said to me when we've been out, she said, Mom, I think you really ought to look into those red rocks. I can see you having some kind of incredible view with a patio, and you're looking out over the red rocks.
There you go.
It made an impression. And I said, but I don't want to be that far away from you. And she said, yeah, but you really loved it out there, you know? And so I loved that she was seeing that, you know, she's an adult and I'm an adult and we've got to do what makes us happy. And that's the thing. We don't know how much time we have, Barrett.
That's a
None
fact.
of us do.
That's a fact.
It's a fact. And, you know, I saw that somebody's who had been married a year and a half, you know, obviously a second or third marriage, but the wife just died in her sleep, I think.
It happens.
And she wasn't old. She was in her 60s, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we just don't know. So people always hear me saying, you know, you got to do your bucket list before you kick the bucket, which you don't have to. You can just sit back and use all these excuses and never have any fun and be a miserable person.
Right. And someone said, I read somewhere, it says, don't leave this earth with the only place that you've ever gone is to work.
Powerful. Because I tell you what, if somebody asked you the end of, you know, you get up to the pearly gates, I don't think that we're going to have the question of, oh, did you check all your emails?
True.
Did you get all those emails answered, Bardsley?
Because it's, you know, people talk about they can't afford to travel. I remember seeing a meme recently that says you buy lunch every day, spend about $10 on lunch. And most people spend more than that when they eat out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's $300 a month that you spend. That's $900 a quarter. You can afford to travel. You just don't want to make sandwiches.
Exactly. Or eat tuna fish.
Right. You know, so you can afford to travel. You just don't want to make the sacrifices to do so. And to be honest with you, the travel club we have doesn't even require that big of a sacrifice.
No.
I mean, like I said, it says $300 a month. You don't even spend $300 a month doing what we do. It's like
we don't spend $300. No. I don't spend anything on travel club.
No, we don't.
I membership free because I referred to 3 people. Woohoo!
I tell people, and don't tell them all that. Make them see it. But
I'm saying, you know, even I pay the membership for my daughter, and it's not much.
No, I tell people if you go to Starbucks every day and buy a cup of coffee, you spend more at Starbucks than you do for this membership.
Yeah, for sure. $6 a day.
Right, exactly. You spend more at Starbucks than you do doing. So it's just what happens is people have to get out of their own head.
Yeah. They
have convinced themselves that they don't deserve things, that they don't deserve to be happy. They have convinced themselves that, oh, it's too good to be true. And it's like, What does that mean? What does that mean? I tell people, you've been on an airplane before. That airplane weighs tons. It flies 30,000, 40,000 feet in the air. That sounds too good to be true. But it happens all the time. All the time. You don't question that.
That's a really good point. We don't question it, you know.
But what we're talking about here, Barnes, we're talking discounted prices. Every single person watching this has had a discount on something before. So to say it's too good to be true, you've already experienced that before.
Yes.
And so you're just experiencing discounts like you've never seen before, but there's still discounts. And so it's just a matter of you saying, I deserve it. Because I honestly think that's part of it, Barnsley.
And I think some people, I think it's the deserving part for sure, Barrett. I really do. I believe that, you know, people thinking that they can take time off and they'll still be okay, right? You deserve it. You deserve to get away. Yeah. I think you were telling me the other day about a friend of yours who's taking care of his mom with dementia, right?
Yeah.
And because of Travel Club, he's getting to go away. Where's he going? Tell us about it.
He's going to the Freeport, Bahamas for $0.
Whoa, hello. Could we have a little happy dance?
Yeah, right. And see, this is a friend of mine. I'll say named Dorian. We've known each other our entire lives. Grew up best friends, next door neighbors, everything. So,
oh wow.
His mother still lives. As you know, I've told you about my parents. They still live next door to each other.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so I'm happy for him because he really deserves a break. He deserves a break. And
we have to show Dorian this. Dorian, we give you our good wishes. You deserve it. You know, my grandfather had had Alzheimer's for 17 years. And that
Mm.
is serious, serious stuff. I was never me. I was always somebody else. I was my grandmother, my mother,
Yeah.
but I was never me because I was the youngest. He didn't know me.
Mm.
But
Oh,
you know what, Dorian? I believe you deserve this, and I want you to go have fun. And the reality is that a lot of you listening are Dorians, just
Ooh,
like
that's good.
Dorian. Mm, you are Dorian. You're taking care of somebody. I'm getting chills when I say it. I'm getting the God bumps. You're taking care of somebody. You're taking care of a lot of somebodies. You're taking
Hmm.
care of maybe 5 rescue animals like me and a daughter and a granddaughter, and you're taking care of aging parents.
Very good.
You're taking care of a lot of people, but are you taking care of yourself?
Ooh. And I'm glad you mentioned that because a lot of people feel guilty about
Yep.
taking a vacation. Well, the problem with that is that if you don't take one, you'll be the next one sick
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you will, your body, your mind, your spirit, you need to get away. You need to exhale. You need to unplug for just for a week, man, just to do it, just so you can feel good about yourself. Come back refreshed. Because look, that person you're taking care of, you're gonna have to take care of when you get back to. So just but at least come back with a fresh attitude, with a fresh mind, fresh body. Feel good about yourself. Enjoy the world. I don't care if you take a vacation to the next state.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Or
Just
just the same state. Do you know what, Barrett?
right.
Oh my gosh, I found these places out in Lake Lure Resort out in Lake Lure, North Carolina. And the week was, and you could take 4 people. There was beds for 4, and
Mhm.
it was like $199 for the whole week for everybody.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Lake Lure is beautiful. And there were some other resorts. And so why would I say to myself, oh, I can't drive 3 hours and enjoy a week away for $199 and take 3 other people
Yeah.
I care about? What the heck?
I mean, and then guys, we're talking about some things that are very, because I know some people say, "Oh, I love cruises." Well, you can take cruises at discounted
Yes.
prices and get onboard ship credit. You can shop on the ship. You can use that credit to take your drink package and stuff. It's all those things. You can just do so many things that we get included with this membership. It's we don't we to be honest with you, we can't even go into everything that it offers until we can show you yourself. To be honest
Yeah,
with you,
you got to see it.
because the shopping part of it, oh, that's a whole different thing. I mean, it's not even just travel, is it? But you can shop.
Movies.
Oh, the movies, yes. So
40% off.
you can save on so many things, but the travel is the main thing, because a lot of people say they can't afford to travel when you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. You can't afford to travel. You spend money on things every month that could actually result in a vacation. I mean, for instance,
I mean, maybe you're spending money on cigarettes and
oh,
alcohol.
I
Think
didn't
about
go there.
that.
I didn't go
Oh,
there.
yeah.
You went there.
Cigarettes and alcohol.
I mean,
All
but
right.
look at it like this. Look at it like this. Let's say that you, and I'm just throwing this out there. Let's say that you spend $60 a month on something that you don't necessarily need to spend money on. So that's about $720 a year. You
Mm-hmm.
can have a flight somewhere and have money left over for $400, $500. I'm talking like Hawaii. You can go round trip for $500. You could actually go on let's say you joined this membership. You could actually take one of our getaways and go to Hawaii after you saved up that money for that flight for $0. You can stay in Hawaii, but you then just pay for that flight.
Woohoo! And you're getting travel points with your flight when you go
Right.
to the travel club. So you
Right.
can use those travel points for
Exactly.
anything else.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Those travel points, you can go for $0. Instead, like my friend Dorian, we were sitting, he actually was having me do a presentation for somebody he wanted to introduce the travel club to.
Yeah.
So we're on a Zoom, and well, I guess while I'm talking to his friend, he's looking at his back office. And in the middle, he blurts out, "I can go to the DR for nothing."
Here you go. My daughter also, when she saw that she got that free incentive trip when she joined, she was not excited. But then I sat her down. I said, honey, I want you to look. You can go any of these places. This is included with your membership right from now. This on your 18th birthday. This is your present to you. And look at this. this is where you can go. And it's not just you and another person can go. So you can go with your boyfriend, Carlos. And where would you go? And she's like, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, because, you know, she speaks fluent Spanish. And so does he. So, you know, she was so thrilled. And that's the other thing is like, I just don't get in people's minds, like, if I'm going to join a membership, when I joined the gym, they didn't give me anything free. No. When I joined Netflix, they didn't say, hey, we're going to give you a year free. They didn't do any of that stuff. But this travel club, they give you a free incentive trip the moment you join.
And one of my other friends who actually, she and I work in another business together, but she actually joined and she just went to Tennessee for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And she didn't even, this is the great thing about this membership, she didn't even understand what she was doing. So she booked a stay at a hotel there. She actually didn't go through her booking section. And to those of you who know, you know what I'm talking about. She used her getaways, but she still got to stay for like $29 a night.
Beautiful.
And I said, okay, yeah, you did the wrong thing. She said, I should have called you. I said, but yes, you should have called me. And I could have showed you how to do it a little different way. But you still saved a great deal of money.
A ton of money. Are you kidding?
Right.
And I bet she stayed in a beautiful place.
She said it was nice. She enjoyed it. She said it was a real nice place. So I'm like, good. Because she was always worried about, and this is something a lot of people, she was worried about whether her boyfriend would like the place. And she said he enjoyed it.
Well, you know what? I tell you, I just salivate when I look at the whole section of weeks under $499.
Oh, gosh.
And they're everywhere. Weeks under
goodness.
$499. And that's not per person. That's for however many people you can get in that one bedroom or that two bedroom.
Less than four. Oh my God. It's
can
crazy.
you imagine? And I have people now. This is the craziness. This is the crazy thinking. This is what Zig Ziglar calls stinking thinking, and that is when, you know, or you need a checkup from the neck up.
Yeah.
This is when people say stuff to me like, well, you know, I love to travel with my family, and we go on this family reunion every year, you know, but I don't know if I can do travel club. Well, they could be going on that family reunion. They should grab one of these weeks, a whole week, in resort properties all over the U.S. and abroad, and they could all go for that price, not per person.
Those same people, some of them are in business. They want to do retreats. I found one in Cancun, has a swimming pool, and it's right at the shore. Right, you look over the fence at the swimming pool, you see the ocean. Sleeps 20 people. For $5,000 for 1 week.
All right, there you go. There's your retreat right there.
It's 20 people.
20 people.
You can get their deposits and pay for it.
All right, I'm doing some math right here.
Yeah.
5,000 divided by 20. That works out to $250 a person for the whole week in Cancun.
The whole week.
The whole week in an oceanside resort.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I'll tell you what, Barrett, I have talked to a number of people about this, and one of my recent people who I introduced the travel club to, I shared it with her, Michelle Abraham. She does retreats. And I said to her, look, you got to see this because it will help you even in whatever economy you're in.
Yeah.
You'll be able to offer your retreats at a price point that people can afford.
Yeah.
And you'll make more money too.
And I got to say, Americans, we really need to get out of our own way because people in other countries see this and they are rolling with it.
They're on it.
They're on it. The Americans, we are always looking for the catch. And we're always, if we don't see a catch, then we give an excuse as to why we don't feel we should do it. And we are losing out because if you like to travel, I mean, let's just break it down to its common sense denominator. Okay. It's, if you like to travel, would you simply rather pay retail or would you rather pay wholesale? It's just that simple.
Yeah, it's like, would you rather pay taxes on $100,000 or on $20,000? Which would you rather? I mean, and you're going to get tax write-offs too when you
get tax write-offs.
Yeah,
I mean, it's common sense. And I'm gonna be honest with you, for the people who actually see this, We'll actually see what we're talking about. And first of all, before we go, I want to encourage you to contact Dr. Barnsley and say, please, can I see what you're talking about? Send me something so I can see what you're talking about this travel club. Because for those who see this and you actually like to travel, some people, there's a small percentage of people out there who don't like traveling. I don't understand. Yeah. But those people that do like to travel and you see this and you can't see this as a common sense type of thing, paying wholesale versus paying retail, then I have to question your common sense. Because I mean, I'm not.
That's a nice way to put it.
I'm not calling your name or anything, but it just, I mean, let's put it like this. I went to Dubai. I stayed in a 4-star hotel. Now, that hotel would normally cost someone about $900 to $1,000 for the time I spent there. I paid $1 because of this membership.
Wait. Time out. Normally, that hotel would cost $900 for the four nights. Were you there 4 nights, 5 nights?
I was there 6.
6 nights. So it would have cost somebody like $900 to $1,000.
Yes.
And you got it for
$1. It would have cost you extra for breakfast, but ours had breakfast included for 2 people every day. It would have cost you extra for breakfast, but mine had it included. I paid $1. So my point to those people out there is that if you can't see, oh, wow, I would like that. I would like something like that in my life, wherever you want to go to Dubai or someplace else, because we have them all over the place. Then I have to question what you deem as common sense, because
the S, sanity. I'll question your sanity.
I question a lot of things about you because you're looking for something. And that's the thing. I always tell people, if you are looking for a reason not to do something, you will find it.
Oh, for sure.
You will find it.
Whatever
you're looking for that. But if you're just looking for a common sense solution to your traveling, we have it for you. So much so that we have a lady that Darla Maria Roberts have brought on to the travel club. She lives in Florida. She's been a travel agent for over 50 years. Over 50 years. Wow. She has seen a whole lot of things come and go. She said, I have never seen anything like this.
It's a new paradigm.
She is. Well, she said, I have been in this travel industry for so long. She said, I see the shift happening, and a lot of travel agents are going to be in trouble because of the shift that's happening. And travel agents who've been experienced, they see what she's talking about. They know more about it than I could ever say. But the thing is that she sees this as someone who's been in the industry for 50 plus years. And she's saying right now, she's never seen anything like this. And what she does is she says a lot of travel agents, and I'm not picking on travel agents, please don't take it that way.
We got a lot of travel agents in travel club.
Exactly. But what she's saying is a lot of travel agents think commission only. And she sees this as a business to where if she sees something that she cannot do for her clients, she sends them to get a membership with Travorium. Now, why is it so important that they get the membership with Travorium? That's the name of our travel club. Why is that? Because she can get paid forever.
Beautiful.
Instead of that one commission. So would you rather get paid long term or get paid one time?
Short term. Wow. Now that's powerful. Now that right there, for those who are listening, who are travel agents, that's powerful. So you could get that short term little commission, or you could actually refer somebody and you would be making some money off their membership forever.
Right. Stop worrying about that commission.
Yeah. Forget about that one-time commission. Who cares?
Not to mention, I don't know if you know this. I'm sure you do. A lot of travel agents, they don't get paid on it until the person takes the trip.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And they're travel agents who take people on trips and do kind of retreats for people. They do like guided tours, and they could certainly use the same thing that the people who are using retreats, they could do the same thing.
I mean, do you realize that I'm getting paid every day from people who I've referred to this travel club who still have not even taken a trip?
Hello. Hello.
So, I'm just saying, I get paid from people who haven't taken a trip. So, because I know, and the reason I'm bringing this up, I know we were talking about excuses, because another excuse that people give is when it comes to the money aspect. Not the money of aspect of traveling, the money aspect of earning. Because they always have in their mind, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't. No, one of the excuses we get is that I don't want to have to refer other people. Okay, first of all, it's an option. You don't have to refer people. But if you want to make money, then you refer other people. And some people, I don't like that. Well, what do you like? Because there's no business that you can have, none, where you don't have to talk to other people about doing business.
For sure.
I don't care if you do it through social media or whatever. You still have to communicate with other people about doing business. So, but the great thing about it is we're talking about travel. It's something fun, something people enjoy. So if you give an excuse about that, you're going to give an excuse about everything. And
for sure.
And that's pitiful.
And I have to say, Dr. Barrett, one of my things about this is that you make friends.
Yes.
And on some of the trips, actually people from all over the world who are in travel clubs show up. You know, there's like over 100 people going to Cancun very shortly.
Yes. And you get not just friends, you get business. Like for instance, you have someone, Ilanka, that you brought on. She lives in Aruba.
She's in Aruba. I've got an excuse to go.
Right. I just brought on a friend last week, and she's in Germany.
Love that.
Monica, the person that showed this to you, Monica lives. Monica lives in California, but she just had. Before we got on here, I just did a presentation for someone she's looking to talk to in Spain.
Love it.
It's wonderful. We just have somebody an ambassador in Dubai.
I got somebody in Spain and in Australia I'm going to be talking to later today. And you know, that is just there. We're in over 80 countries.
It's amazing. And it's growing.
And you know what, for me, Barrett, and we didn't talk about this aspect, but for me, it really is about creating harmony and peace in the planet too.
I agree.
Because when you get out there and you meet somebody from a very different culture than yours, and you get to talk and you get to do something together like you did in those excursions in Dubai, and you have an experience together, then it's very hard not to see that person as your sister or your brother.
Yeah. I mean, what's cool is when I went to Dubai, I was checking in at the counter. Across the other side of the counter was another group of people from Terrorium from Spain.
Yay!
So we went up and hugged each other, took pictures together and everything. And then also I ran into a friend of mine who's in Terrorium, but she was there from Florida, but she was on that same $1 trip. And she was hanging out with someone on her team who lives in Dubai, Tia Santiago, and Tia just got her ambassador promotion recently. When I say her ambassador promotion, everyone, now she's earning about $11,000 a month just for referring people.
It's beautiful.
I love that. And for those of you who are in your excuses right now, let me tell you, this is a woman who grew up without money in the city of Baltimore. So, you know, Baltimore's not a wealthy area. She grew up in Baltimore, which is not far from where I live. And she didn't grow up with a lot of money. I remember she told a story about one time she was in a business where in order to make herself successful, and this is important, she sold her washer and dryer just to make herself
finance it.
To invest in something, in a business. So that's the thing. Many people aren't willing to make a sacrifice to get to that other level. Tia was willing to make a sacrifice, so much so that she put everything behind her and moved to Dubai because she felt she had a better chance of making it there. And she just got promoted to ambassador. It's a wonderful story. So my thing is that whatever excuse you're giving doesn't matter. You can actually change it if you want to change it. It's nobody else's fault. You can change it if you want to change it. It's no other circumstances keeping you out. You can change it if you want to change it. Put that out of your head that it's some outside force. It's you.
Yeah, it's you.
It's always been you.
And the other side of that is the reason your life sucks is because of you. All right. So if there's sucky parts of your life, right?
Yes.
And I'm being, you know, contrarian here.
I know.
Kind of sassy, but still it's true. Whatever parts of our life are out of alignment with who we really are, you know, we get to bring those back into alignment with our highest values.
Isn't it that we have that option to do that?
It's amazing. We're blessed. We're absolutely blessed to
have
that.
So many of us live without seeing the blessing. We see the negative side instead of seeing the great blessings we have. And I remember hearing one of my mentors, Dr. Myron Golden. He talked about what the devil got Adam and Eve to do was to think of what they lacked instead of all the blessings they have. And a lot of us live our lives like that. We talk about what we don't have, what's missing.
Scarcity.
And we have so many. And someone pointed out to me, they said, the opposite of wealth is not poverty. The opposite of wealth is a lack of resourcefulness, not a lack of resources. That's a difference. We have all the resources. It's a lack of resourcefulness, meaning you're not using the resources you have in front of you. So what Barnsley and I are doing right now is we're presenting a resource to you.
We're presenting a resource, and we're also taking on your scarcity conversations.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, we're taking them on, those scarcity conversations like, I can't go on vacation. We're taking that one on. And here's the thing is that vacation isn't, we all know it's not just vacation. It's memories. It's memories. It makes my heart just swell with excitement when my daughter will say something to me and she'll be like, oh, remember one of the places I went? And it wasn't actually 5 vacations, y'all. I was wrong. I had 7 this year. We went right before she was going to give birth. Literally, I don't know. I had a strong feeling to change the date. So we went early June, and 4 days later, she had to be induced for labor, right? Baby was full term, but I mean, literally, we went to Myrtle Beach, and she says, remember, Mom, when Aliyah was just in my belly and we were out there on the beach, and it was her first beach trip. But then she sent me this thing with the baby saying, oh, here's her second beach trip. And it made me so happy that she has memories of us traveling. And we've traveled far and wide. You know, I always found a way to do it, but I couldn't travel at the level that I traveled with the travel club, where we can get 4- and 5-star stuff for a Roach Motel price. I mean, I'm telling you, like, you can't stay at Motel 6 for some $19.
No, you can't. There's one not far from me. I can't. No, those prices there, I couldn't. I get better prices with staying at 4- and 5-star places than I can get at the Motel 6 around the corner.
Well, there you go. Now, I know we got to wrap in just a second, but I'm going to ask you, Barrett. Okay, and let's just reiterate again, y'all, reach out to me. And I'll share this with you. You can watch a quick video, take you 10 minutes. You're going to be so impressed with what you see. You're going to be excited. It's going to change your world. It's going to change the world of your children, because you're going to be able to go and make memories.
Yes.
And yeah, we get amusement park tickets, by the way. Everybody wants to do the Disney World thing or the Disneyland thing. Oh my gosh, just get the travel club just for that. Just to go to Orlando and have a place. Like, I had 2 gorgeous bedrooms, 2 baths, and overlooking the golf course. And I paid I paid 70% less than the people who were there with me. 70% less than they did, you all. Same exact resort condo, 70% less. So Barrett, tell them quickly, where have you been this year?
I've been to Atlanta a couple times. I've been to Vegas. I've been to, Kansas City on a tour there. Where else did I go?
Dubai.
I was saving that one for last. I've been to Orlando. I've been to Dubai as well. So yeah, I've been to in a few places, and I'm ready to book. Trying to figure out where I want to go.
You can figure out where's next. And I just wrote them down. So for everybody who's wanting to know exactly where I've been to Orlando, which I'd been to a number of times, but I'd never stayed at a place like I stayed at because of Travel Club. Vail, Colorado, been to San Francisco, Napa Valley, and Sonoma, which was definitely on my bucket list to go and see the vineyards and wine taste. Las Vegas, went to Sedona, had so much fun. I could afford it with the Travel Club, so I extended my plane twice. I was going to go for 1 week. I ended up going for 15, 16 days to Sedona. And I went to, as I told you, to Myrtle Beach right before my first grandbaby was born. So you all, this can be you. This can be you, right, Barrett?
It sure can. So
it sure
get in touch with Barnsley.
Reach out, y'all. So with that, we're not accepting your excuse to stop, to say that you can't take a vacation. This is the Bold Badass Business Show. Let's all thank Barrett. Thank you, Barrett, for coming on.
Thank
You've
you,
given us
appreciate you.
so much to think about, so much to think about. The time is now. Carpe diem is not a fish, you all. Seize the day. Carpe diem is not a fish. Yes, that's how I'm going to finish today. The Bold Badass Business Show. And maybe you're not feeling like a bold badass. Maybe you're in your scarcity conversations. So I want you to rewatch this and get on a new plane and get excited. Oh, a new plane. What a good double meaning. Get on a new plane and realize that you've got an opportunity here to be resourceful and to take your family and create memories. So reach out. It's been the Bold Badass Business Show. I'll see y'all next week. Thanks again, Barrett. And
Bye-bye.
be bold and be a badass.
All right. Bye-bye.